Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Just a little update on a thing or two. But first, this video is brought to you by beer. Parallel 49 craft beer. No, they're not sponsoring me. I wish they were. If I could get a beer sponsor, boy, things would be happening then. This is made in Canada somewhere. Oh, Vancouver. Parallel 49 Brewing Company. Now, why would I choose this beer, you ask? Well, I bought some other beer at the liquor store this morning, and this was in the cooler just before the checkout, so I thought it'd be nice to have a cold one when I got home. Parallel 49. What is this? Yeah, craft pale ale. 5% per volume. It's all right. It's all right. There you go. Any day starts better with beer. You heard it here. So I was up in the adjoining town this morning. I can't see it. So I'm trying to get organized for these burners for my forge. But I need to thread some 1/4 inch nipples, pipe nipples, all the way through. I need to make a running thread on them. So I have said die, but I don't have a small die handle that fits these, so I went up to Canadian Tire. That's it's not quite the China store, but it's pretty close. I'd venture to say 90% of the products in there are made in China, but I digress. So anyways, went in there. I didn't want to spend a huge amount on the die handle because I won't be using it that much. I don't think I will be anyways. So they went in there. Yeah, they had one for 10 bucks. Perfect. Bought it. Went out to the truck and I had that nagging feeling that was too easy. So I had this die, and I actually had two. I have two of them. I had them both in my truck. So I thought, you know what, self? Let's just check, make sure they fit. The handle was supposed to be for a 1-inch die. And yes, these are definitely 1-inch dies. So first one I try in the die is this one. Of course, it doesn't fit. The die holder is smaller than the die. Yeah, that's not right. But this was an old one I had kicking around for quite a while, so maybe they're different. But this is a new one I bought not long ago, and of course neither of them fit. So a die holder that does not fit the dies is not that handy. So I had to go back and return the stupid thing. Not happy. So I don't know, I find that is more common these days. You get something, you've almost got to try it on the spot, make sure it works, make sure it's got all the parts. On and on. It's very frustrating. But you think a factory that makes a die holder for 1-inch dies would actually buy a 1-inch die and try it before they start mass producing it. But my theory is that nobody in China is using those die handles, so maybe they don't really care. Possible. So anyways, of course though, I digress. So the main thing I wanted to share was I got that transformer. Well, I got those 3 transformer coils. And I got one of them stripped down yesterday, and they're all identical, so I know what the end result is going to be. So I got all the wire out of it, which was this one and this one. And I think that was, let's see, 58 pounds, I believe, of that. And then the inner laminations were this nice copper strips. Now, stuff's nice, but it's got a very thin layer of varnish on it. I mean, not much, but so there's an outside chance they might give me number 1 for this, but I don't think so. Because like if a copper pipe or something like that's painted, they knock it down to number 2. But anyways, you never know. But assuming it's all number 2, the total was 80 pounds. And I've got 3 of them total, so that'll be 240 pounds. And doing the math, let's see. Now again, assuming that I got the same price as I did the last time. So I got 240 pounds times $2.80, $672. But we'll see. The price fluctuates like crazy, so who knows. But anyways, so I got the one done. I got to clean up the mess from that one, and then I'll start on the next one. So I'm going to go back down to Schnitzer's in 2 weeks. So I'll get that other one, those other 2 processed before then, and that'll be a good chunk of the load I take down there. So anyways, that's about it. Gonna find something else to occupy my time today. Might start doing a little bit of work on that forge. Stalled out on the, I need a couple more parts now for the burners. I was going to use these couplings as the flare or whatever you want to call it, but they're threaded inside there. I was reading something, the smoother it is inside here and then inside here, the better flame you'll get. So I'm going to clean that one out with the lathe, and I was going to clean the inside out with the lathe and actually turn this down, but I think I'm just, instead of that, I'm going to get a piece of 1.5 pipe. Then I'm going to try and get a 3/4 inch to 1.5 inch weld-in reducer. But it doesn't sound like weld-in fittings are that common in this area. So, but anyways, I'll call somewhere else tomorrow. Failing that, though, I can always make a couple on the lathe. I've got a 3/4 inch NPT die. But I don't have a big enough die handle to fit this, so or a big enough tap handle to fit this. I need one of those big Greenfield tap handles. But that could happen. So that's how these projects spiral out of control. You need a tool for this, you need a tool for that. But it's all good. In my books, anyways. Okay, so I hope everyone has a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later, friends. Bye for now.